Rapid fire, guys. Doing 3 videos in a day. I haven't done that in a long time. So this is a thank you video to bigstar1000. Fred, to you familiar types. And I got in the mail last week. He sent out his patented Serge Gainsbourg Mistress Iceberg, the Intoxicated Man compilation with a whopping 49 songs, and a little description there, and compiled by bigstar1000, December 2011. And I kept, he wrote a little note there. I kept 2 discs, and I'm just, hitting the tip of the iceberg on this. And I just, I have Histoire de Melody Nelson, and I love that record. It's great, and I do want to get more Serge, but this made me start thinking, and I had this really strong opinion when I woke up this morning, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way in this community, especially. But this strong opinion that I had is that Simon Cowell is this era's Adolf Hitler. And the reason I say that is because you listen to this. This was pop music. Okay? This was what popular music was in that time, like 50s, 60s, 70s, even the 80s. And then you listen to pop music now, and how boring it is, and it's just awful. It's dumbing down the entire planet, and it's because, in my opinion, it's because of American Idol, X Factor, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All those shows, they've been called glorified karaoke. Those people can sing. I'm not questioning that. It's just that they're puppets, you know what I mean? This guy was an artist, okay? And yeah, I'm going to knock people that participate in that show. I will. Because all they want to do is make money, This guy, yeah, he was rich at some point. He had his ups and downs financially, but this guy's just, you listen to the music itself, not even the lyrics, which are hilarious. The guy got away with being disgusting, and he was popular. It's just like, why don't we have that now? Everything's got to be underground or whatever. I guess it benefits us because we actually hunt for this stuff. But it would be my wish to have popular music be more thought-provoking and musically complex, and not just a simple synthesizer line with some chick going, like, it's, what is that? It's like, these people are cartoons, you know what I mean? Like, not that Serge wasn't a cartoon in his own right, but, he was a cool cartoon, you know what I mean? Like, none of these people are cool. None of these folks, it almost seems as if they're robots, manufactured for the purpose of making money of these record companies, which everybody knows that shit. But yeah, I just had that really strong thought this morning, and then especially after listening to this and listening to the content, the way he sang, or his singing style, and the French language is just beautiful anyway. I took 3 years of French in high school, but je parle un petit français at this point in time, and that's pretty much all I can say besides il fait de l'alpinisme, which I mispronounced. So he's a mountain climber, or he climbs the mountain. Or la maison, the house. TheGrecianThunder et la maison. Sorry for that stereotype, Fred. Anyway, well, it's probably because of Serge, because that stereotype exists. I mean, he is the quintessential Frenchman, you know, and he's awesome. He's great, and I thank you so much for this, Fred. And you know what? I think you're psychic, because as soon as I saw the yellow cover, I was like, I want the yellow cover, and you sent me the yellow cover. I didn't even have to tell you. It's great, you know. Yeah, and I'm going to be digging into this more and probably picking up a ton of Serge vinyl in the future. A lot of Foreman with Beards reissues and stuff. So, thank you, Fred. Hope you guys didn't mind my little rant there about popular music. But I mean, I think we're all on the same page when it comes to that. It's just kind of weird where the world is at right now, with as much turmoil and doom and gloom. And it would seem that maybe music would reflect that more, and it's more reflective in the underground, which maybe it's always been that way, but it just seemed like in the 60s and 70s that stuff that bubbled to the surface. And even in the jazz era, I mean, it was underground, and it bubbled to the surface with a quickness. You know, people just could. It was infectious, and I think that's what pop music is all about. And it provokes reaction, and none of this stuff. I mean, not that I follow pop music so closely, but it just seems to me like the Lady Gaga's, which I had a lot of hope for her in the beginning because of her look, but her music doesn't reflect her look. You know what I mean? Like, you'd figure she'd like push that boundary like a little bit more, and yeah, I mean, thank God for metal. That's all I gotta say. And electronic music too. I mean, even some of the newer electronic music, especially, is great. And then, you know, I just have even indie music these days is just boring to me. It's like all the stuff that's put out by the major labels that gets to most people, which is what I'm talking about. Doesn't really do us good, and nobody's really writing good protest songs or shedding light on things that need to be shed on, and we're doing that in this community. Derek has been on a roll lately, and I'd love him for it. But sometimes that guy, man, Derek, you are like the Paul Mooney of the vinyl community. I mean, you just tell it like it is, brother, and I love you for it. But damn, I mean, I just want to come on down there and give you a fucking hug, brother. I just want to like wrap my arms around you and like, and then go buy some fucking records. Maybe play some music together, you know? Like, I mean, yeah, this world's fucked up, you know? I'm not going to argue that point. But we have got to make the most of it. And bitching about it and saying it's fucked up all the time doesn't make life enjoyable for anybody. I mean, yeah, we're getting shit off of our chest. But yeah, I mean, it's up to us. It's up to maybe it's up to the vinyl community to change the world, you know? Like, people like us, people that are outsiders and search for answers, you know, musically. That's what we do. We're archaeologists. And look for things to make, you know, not only our lives, but other lives better. I've turned some people on to some music, you know, based on what you guys have shown me, based on what I've discovered on my own. And I've made lives better because of that. Just a little tiny bit, but I'm not running for office, folks. You know, look at my goddamn arms. I'm not running for office. Like, you know, and I'm not an American. Well, I wasn't born in the States, so I can't be president. And I sure as hell don't want that job, but I do want solidarity. You know, I want us to be good to each other. You know, and I want that love to translate beyond this virtual form, and I think it's going to. We're picking up so much steam right now in the vinyl community that eventually, you know, we're all starting to meet each other. I had a communication with Mark, Glass Orchid Aftermath, about a week or so ago, and he's talking about taking it to the next level and actually arranging like meetings and things like that. And like you guys, you know, I'd love to like Skype with you guys or whatever. I mean, if you're into it, just get in touch with me. Hell, I'd even give you my phone number. Although I hate fucking talking on the phone, so I'd sooner just talk to you like on the computer. Better yet, face to face. Yeah, we're gonna make a difference, you know. And Derek, you know, I'm not telling you to stop preaching, man. But like, you are telling it like it is, and I want to tell it like it is too. And I think I've been holding back just because I wanted to focus more on the music and not bring my politics into this this community. But I think at this point we're becoming familiar enough to start letting the other parts of ourselves kind of seep in, you know. Because I mean, it's tough. I mean, you look at my first videos when I got the big old beard and I'm like, you know, I'm stuttering. I still do that shit, but I'm becoming more confident talking to myself, which is kind of scary. I know I'm talking to you, but like in reality, I'm sitting here in front of my computer talking to myself, and that's crazy. So maybe we're all just insane and woo. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna make the world a better place, Derek, and anybody else who feels the world's fucked up, which I'm sure, you know, y'all do in some respect. But I'm going to make the most of this next year, seeing it's the last year that this Earth is going to exist according to the Mayan calendar. And I'm going to buy a shitload of records. And I told Benny, Ben in the UK, was wanting to start a collective to, you know, hold our records once we pass and pass them on to people that, you know, would appreciate them. I told Benny, no, I'm having mine melted down and made into a coffin because I'm going down with them. Ain't nobody getting my records unless I have some really nice kids. So, yeah. So the point of this video was to thank Fred for the Surge comp, and it just kind of went. But yeah, this is what it's all about, man. Surge inspired this with his farts and sex and. Beautiful music. The music on this, man. I've only gotten through like halfway through the first CD, but holy smokes, man, it's fantastic. And thank you so much. I'm glad you did that series, and I hope you get to do another one. I'd love to see another one. Maybe on another artist you're passionate about. I'll probably do one eventually. I don't really know the history of the one I had in mind, but I could do some research and find out. But until next time, guys, last video of the day. You guys have a good week, and I'll let you know how the party goes. Maybe I'll get some video up, show you. It's probably gonna be sparsely populated, or just me eating a bunch of ham. See you guys next time.